Hello and welcome. Time for more levelling of Paladin. So if you saw my last video, I just got to level 57, which means I can do the vault. So let's just get started on that. So again, if you've seen some previous videos, you know this isn't my first time in the vault, far from it. I've taken... which one was I doing last? I've taken Dark Knight through here, and probably Warrior before that. I can't even remember anymore now, that's a long time ago. But anyway, today is Paladin's turn. This is my first time in here with a Paladin. And I didn't check with the food situation. This is all gathering food, isn't it? Do I have... oh, that'll do. Something half relevant. So this is the first time I've taken Paladin in here, and may I survive a bit better than I did with the other classes. If I remember correctly, they really hurt. Yeah, with Dark Knight I died, not every time, but quite often to these random mobs here, the mob packs. This doesn't seem so bad actually, so I don't know if that's because I was doing Dark Knight wrong, or my gear wasn't that good, or some other reason. I don't know. We'll see on this one. This one also hurts as well. So we've got the one guy at the front first, and then we've got all his friends behind him. Except for the range one right at the back. This is very awkward. Yeah, this is where it starts hurting. Can I make it? I'm not out of it yet, but hanging in there. Come on, just a little bit more. There's only two of them now anyway, so yep, made it. A bit closer than I like, but made it through without dying. That's the thing that counts. And of course, in the process of doing that, I use all my cooldowns, so I've got nothing left here. Well, I've got a little bit. I don't know if it's enough to carry. Let's try that one. I haven't tried that skill before actually. I think the description says it gives me and everyone else a shield if I get healed. This is going to be a lot tighter. I'm running out of buttons to press. I guess again we just made it. So definitely doing a bit better than I was with Dark Knight here. Which is... I'm disorientated now, which way? That way. That's interesting, because I think I like Dark Knight more as a class to play, but if it's squishier, that's not a good thing for a tank. Again, it might just be because I'm doing something wrong or badly. You know, I probably should push more of these cooldowns more of the time than I actually do. But I think I mentioned it before. This one here is quite a short duration one, but it's got a short cooldown as well. But the thing to stop you spamming it is you need to charge this bar up, and I'm not really that familiar with how often I can really use it yet. So let's use it now. It was on 40 just afterwards. Yeah. Is it based on combos or something else? I don't know. Just going to do his thing now. There he is. Where's the healer? Heal me! Heal me! Heal me even more than that. So I don't think I showed it earlier. I got, okay, it's not very easy to see from there. I'll come back to it after the fight. But I do have a full set of the equipment that drops from this map actually. I think I can get away with that now, can I? Actually, I don't think it's entirely gear from here. I think there was like one piece missing, maybe two. I don't recall exactly. But even the pieces I haven't got, I think they're at level 56 anyway. As in overall level 56, whatever the item level is. So I can't be that far behind anyway. No, not this stuff again. What's he doing? Honestly, there he is. So what did I just get, and is it any use for me? Could be. Nope. I didn't check the classes. So easiest way I think to see the gear is that. So the earring, I got the scaling one, so I don't need that. So it's just the bracelet. That's the only item I haven't got from here. And the item I did have is, like I said, base level 56 anyway, so it's not that far behind. Not enough to make a difference. Where's he going? Stay. Okay, they're all running to the one that I'm not attacking. Why did he do that? So let's go and grab him as well. You might also notice I'm actually trying to play tank as a tank. I've got MT turned on, which I don't think I did with... Did I do that or not? I can't remember. With Dark Knight. Because it's one of my cheesy tactics in the past, which is even if I'm on a tank class, if I'm not confident in the NPC healer... Oh, I'm sure I'll get me. If I'm not confident in the NPC healer keeping me alive, I have MT turned off. So the other NPC DPS basically take the hits. They can be my meat shield. Because I've mentioned it before, the Squadron, to make up for their lack of intelligence, they have been buffed quite a bit. So they can basically ignore mechanics and just still survive most things. So the goal of a Squadron run, generally speaking, is to keep yourself alive first and foremost. Because you don't want to be running back and forwards all the time. And only secondarily do the actual mechanics. Well, let's get them out first and then I'll go back to the chest. Because at least I can start healing. Healing? Attacking. I can't speak anymore. That's the very wide thing, I don't like it. And he's doing it as well. Oh, too many buttons. Anyway, how about talking about some other games then? Because I've been wanting to get back more into City Skylines. I've started a new city, which is also on the channel. So the idea behind that one was, my early cities have always been like, pack as much as I can in. You get this ugly grid system and it doesn't look really nice. So if I'm going to do it again, what would I do different? And I'm thinking I want to do something nicer, a bit more organic. So I've done the first part of that, and there's going to be more parts to come. In other areas, I did get Xbox Game Pass just so that I could try Flight Simulator, and I've dabbled a bit with that on and off. I'm having a bit of trouble with controls and just basically not understanding what I'm supposed to be doing. But as part of having the Game Pass, of course, that's not the only game I can access on it, and I've started tinkering a little bit with Sea of Thieves. One of my former co-workers, he's big into that and he streams it quite often on Twitch. So I thought, since it's on the Game Pass anyway, I'll give it a try. First time I did it, gave me motion sickness. Now since then I have pushed a few more buttons and settings and things, and I think I've made it more playable now. And I'm also getting used to the mechanics of the game, so I'm not totally hopeless. So I haven't made a video on that yet because I've just thought I was just too rubbish at it. Who's going to watch that? It's just that bad. But now that I'm getting beyond the what the hell am I doing stage, and I'm getting into the, well, I can actually do stuff now. I may or may not make some videos on that in the future. Was it today or yesterday? I can't remember, but just recently as well I noticed No Man's Sky was on it, and that was a game I wanted to try when it came out, but I didn't. And it sounds like there was a major patch recently as well, which apparently helps expand the features quite a bit. So it sounds like it's the best time ever to get started on it. So all the early bad stuff, you know, that's distant past. I think it's over 4 years ago when it came out. I can't even remember what was supposed to be wrong with it now. They just did so much. No, they didn't do so much. They had a lot of comments. Just a little bit too much going on for me to talk and not die at the same time. Yeah, it's getting a bit more comfortable now. Where are the portal things? They're over there, so I'll just stand here, that'll be fine. Yeah, No Man's Sky, it was hyped beyond its capability, let's say, when it came out. It didn't have all the features that people hoped for. So if that is addressed, great. But because the game is so old now, I can't remember what they promised was in the game at all. So I'm going into it totally fresh, or I will be going into it fresh. So I do like space games, although the last one I played was, what's it called again? Elite Dangerous. Haven't done it for quite a while now. Final Fantasy XIV, I guess you could almost call the opposite of Elite Dangerous, because it's so story-led. Whereas Elite Dangerous was, I guess, in a way, ideal for role players because you made your own story up. But yeah, No Man's Sky, that's on my to-try list. What else is there? I just bought Tropico 5 on the Humble Bundles sale they're doing at the moment. So for the equivalent of about £10, you get 3, 4 and 5 with a load of DLCs and things as well. I've played 4 before, and it was interesting, if a bit limiting. So it's not going to replace something like City Skylines, but within its own niche, as it were. You know, it's a good... I found it fun at the time. So I'm hoping 5 will build on that. I don't know what's the difference between version 4 and 5. And like I said, there's also all the DLCs as well, which I haven't looked at all. I have no idea what they do. So plenty of scope there for a good time sink. What else was there? Star Wars Squadrons. I'm only keeping an eye on it, but I'm not sure how much I'm going to get into that. I said I like space games, but it looks like they... I don't know. Based on a trailer, it looks a bit too overproduced, if that makes sense. I hate to admit I'm old enough that I remember the Star Wars spaceship games the first time round. So X-Wing vs TIE Fighter, and I can't remember what else was there in that group of games. But that must have been like what, the 90s? I can't remember exactly when it was. So we're talking a long time ago. I was hoping for a game in that style, and it may still well be a game in that style, but I don't know. The trailer looks really nice for Squadrons, but I'm not 100% convinced the gameplay will be brilliant. It might be one to watch someone else play and not to play yourself, if that makes any sense. So I'm not pre-ordering that, and even if I do want to play it, I might not get it until quite a bit later. I'll see how it goes anyway. I'm sure enough people will be getting it and streaming it or whatever. But won't be short of getting information. And there's one other game launch that's later this year. I've forgotten the date. I think it's was it October or November? I can't remember. Which is Yakuza Like a Dragon. I have played a bit of Yakuza Kiwami. I went the wrong way round, I suppose, in that sense. A friend recommended a jacket which had the dragon tattoo on it embroidered on the back, and I just thought I have to have that. But I thought, but before I buy that game merchandise for a game I've never played before, I probably should get some context and some background on the game. And it just so happened Yakuza Kiwami, which was a remake of the first game, I believe. Remake in the sense of they updated the graphics for the current era. It was on a PS4, it was on sale. It was like £10 and I thought, okay, I'll grab it and play it. I'm not a fan of action games. This is about the limit of the amount of action I can cope with that you see on the screen now. So it's very, I wouldn't say simple, controlled I think would be the word maybe I would use. So there's only so much going on. And you know, with time you get used to the mechanics and what to do. But Yakuza Kiwami was a bit more of a... I suppose the main gameplay mechanic in that was fighting, but more on a one-on-one kind of style, and that I'm not so keen on. So I did play... I guess it doesn't count as a spoiler, and it's so early in the game anyway. But basically, I played until just after the funeral stage, which I think was only like about the third chapter. I can't remember it exactly now. So I didn't get very far at all into it. I mean, it looked great, it played great, but I did not like the fighting mechanic, which was the main mechanic of the game. So you think, okay, I don't like the Yakuza series mechanic, why do I care about Like a Dragon? That's because they're going the opposite direction to everyone else, it seems. Because everyone else seems to be taking old style, I say old style, shall we say turn-based or action combat games and turning into action combat games. Like a Dragon goes the other way around. They're taking a game series known for its action combat and they're turning it into a turn-based combat game. So that's an ideal... Whoa! That hurt. Wow. Why did that hurt so much? I don't have that many cooldowns. Did I do something wrong? I mean, that's the thing. Whenever you see... If I see my health bar go low and I don't think I made a mistake, the question is, did I miss something? Oh, I made a mistake there. Yep, so the turn-based combat would make the game a lot more tolerable to me, I think. There was a trailer for it published not long ago and it just seems absolutely crazy in game style, so I'm really looking forward to it. So there's lots of stupid things which, you know, it's a great selling point for the series. I love that sort of stuff. But I'm just not interested in the combat stuff. I think someone suggested to me before, you know, just turn it into easy mode. I'm thinking like, no, even that is just like more than I want to be bothered with. You know, if I don't enjoy something, it's a rule I have. If I don't enjoy it, don't do it. I haven't got any more buttons. I just panicked. I pushed that button for the first time now. Out of the ground. You will not hurt me anymore. For a bit anyway. With a little bit of luck, that should be enough to finish him off. And we're done. Let's get some scenery here. Look at that background. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you next time.